And here we are showing you episode 5, but it actually is week number 6. We know that Green Bay and the Bears both had their bye weeks on week 5, making it a lot easier so you don't get smaller, 13-minute videos of just one team playing. But here we go. Daigle and the Green Bay Packers are taking on the Bengals, who, as you see, 367 yards of offense last game. They got cooking. Meanwhile, I don't know why it says the Packers have -1 each yard or whatever that is. We had a bye week, so I guess that's what they're trying to say. But Gatto, you got to get your team back rolling. All right, you got to get the team back rolling. You're 2-2, and let's be real. The Cincinnati Bengals are 0-5, which means Joe Burrow is going to be playing like literally his life depends on it. Here we go, EB3. He gets a catch for 6 yards. But like I said, Joe Burrow is going to be playing hard. Daigle, you're going to need a match. On the run, Daigle throwing. It's going to be dropped. Intended for, I believe, that was Pat Tyler. And then here on 3rd and 4, right here, gives it to me. Fitzgerald, dang it. That's like the first time I've done that. And, finally gets a catch after going 0 for 0 last game. And then here, Daigle looking. He's going to get sacked. Do we see problems with this? 3rd and 15, we're going to need something here. It's going to be a screenplay. Nick Mills is going to go nowhere. I mean, he's going to get stopped, and we're going to be punting the football off. Not a good start to the drive, start to the game. And the Bengals capitalized. They get 7 points right off the bat. They just got Amari Cooper, by the way, and I think that was an Amari Cooper touchdown. So now they have T. Higgins, Amari Cooper, and Jamar Chase. Crazy. Play action pass. It is caught. It is Pat. No, it's me. It's me. Oh, man, I got to stop doing that. But look. Fitzgerald gets a catch. I'm going to be real. It feels good when I see Fitzgerald get a catch after he goes 0 catches for 0 yards last game. And then right there, another play action. Really heavy on the play action. Finding Nick Mills here, and he's going to get around 8 yards. Nick, becoming one of those big players for, Big B. 2 rushes for -2 yards. Not what we like to see from the first pick in the JPDL draft. And then, like I said, Mills coming. Oh, Mills, stretch out for the ball. Ooh, okay. Packers decide to go for it early. 4th and inches at the 44-yard line. You got to think, run it with Big B. Yep, got to run it with Big B. Let's see what we got. I'm actually hurt. I'm actually upset. But this is exactly what I wanted. Just a terrible play. Just didn't work out. Offensive line's playing like trash. And 14-0. This isn't good. I said Joe Burrow was going to play hard. Mitchell, you got to play harder. Catch by 13. Who's that? Who is that? Wicks. I'm done. And anyway, 1st and 10. Daigle. No movement in the pocket. He finally does. He goes up. He's going to get some yards. That's actually at least 20. 16. He's going to slide. And I did not expect it. I know I keep saying Mr. McBuck is 22. We did not expect to run the football that much as a quarterback. But look at what he's doing. He's getting his team involved. 2nd quarter, 8 minutes and 30 seconds left. We're going to give it to, I think that is Nick Mills. He's going to run for no yards. But I do like when I see Nick Mills involved. But where's Mark? Can we get Mark some catches? Can we get Mark some yards? Can we do that? We see Pat in motion. It looks like it's going to probably be a run play. Instead, it's a play action. Good pickup block by Ethan, and it's going to be caught. Pat! Hey, we're seeing a lot of Pat. These last 2 weeks and now this week right now, we're seeing Pat in a lot of good receiving opportunity here. Daigle dropping back, looking. He's going to run with the football. Can he get there? He's going to slide a little earlier than I think he should have, but he got 4 yards, 2nd and 6. This has to be a touchdown or nothing, I feel like. Definitely points, no turnovers, but I feel like a touchdown would change it. Hey, Pat! Oh, he's going to get sacked. I saw Pat on a drag route. I thought it was wide open. I've been telling you, Mitchell doesn't like to make the small plays, likes to make hero ball throws. 3rd and 12, we're going to need a hero ball throw, if I'm being honest. Instead, we're going to get sacked. We're going to get sacked. I mean, this D-line, first of all, it's not even real because Trey Hendrickson's in the game, and that would never happen. Now, I want to turn your attention to something. There was a viral clip that went absolutely ballistic online between Mitchell Daigle and Ethan Bigby. Check it out, and then I'll talk later.
What are you cooking up? What route combination?
All right, we're going drive post at a trips tight end. We're putting the tight end on in route, back of the end zone. We're putting the slot on a drag, running back on a flat, and then so there's 2 slots in that formation. The inside slot's on the drag. The middle slot's on a whip. So you get that read there, and you get the high-low between the tight end on the end and the receiver on the whip. And if it's open, you're hitting the flat immediately.
Yeah, totally.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
Now, as you saw, it was 4th and 8, so they're going to be punting the football off. But listen, I gotta mention two things about that clip. First thing, Ethan Bigby's absolute ball knowledge is beyond me, okay? This is why he was the first pick in the JPDL draft. You knew he was the most pro ready. He showed it out there with amazing knowledge of the game. But did you see how Daigle just laughed the entire time? You know, that's the quarterback that we're talking about. That's the quarterback that we're watching 17-3 down right now against an 0-5 team, throwing nothing but like flat routes. Good work by Patrick, by the way. Listen, the fact that he's laughing, the fact that he's not locked in, makes me wonder, is he ever locked in? Ethan Bigby running with the ball, he's going to get there. Is he even locked in? Is he really? Because what Green Bay needs is a leader. You don't understand how historic of a franchise Green Bay Packers are. And it seems like one person on that clip was taking it seriously. But the other one, were they really taking it seriously? I don't know. That's for you to determine. 1 minute and 13 seconds are left in this ball game, though. Timeout called by Gada. You got to think. Mitchell, we're down 17-3. We need something here. And then right there, Fitzgerald gets a catch, making it 3rd and 2. I need a touchdown. They actually drained the clock out, too. That's kind of crazy to do. Daigle throwing it. It's picked. Ooh. But they're going for it on 4th down. 4th and 2. 26 seconds left on the clock. What do we cook up here? Can we get a guaranteed 2 yards? Daigle, quick throw. Fitzgerald! He's going to get it. And they're going to have to call a timeout there. Your bread and butter. Give it to Fitz. 1st and goal. Looking. Mark's wide open on a drag. He doesn't. He runs outside. Throws it. Mills! Touchdown! That's what I'm talking about. Go up and get it. Nick, the hometown kid. This is what I like to see. Now, look, if I'm Mark, I'm upset, but, you know, we scored, so it's okay. But I thought Mark was open for an easy touchdown drag route. But look at that go up and get it by Nick Mills. That's what you like to see as a Green Bay Packers fan. Daigle, you know, good when he's improvising, but I don't know. Bigby running with the football. He's going to get 5 yards on that play. 2nd and 5. We see it's actually another run play. Ethan's going to go for at least 20. This is what I'm talking about. This is what the difference is. Ethan Bigby, pro-ready prospect. He was ready to play, and we can see it on the field. But Daigle, with the amount of turnovers he's had, I mean, and we don't always have to throw that ball, by the way. You know, when you come out that play action, you don't always have to throw that ball to Pat. It's not always open. Oh, long drop back. No time. Throws it finally, and it's... Oh, my God. This is the guy that Green Bay is taking their franchise in. I mean, I loved Daigle coming out of the JPDL, but my one thing was he was a hero guy. He was a proud quarterback. He definitely was a proud guy. Bigby, 3 yards on the play. And I just want to see what he can do here. Daigle needing a touchdown probably, at least needing points, and he throws terrible throw to Ethan Bigby, just terrible throw. And then right there, it's going to have heat. It's going to be a sack. I mean, I can already tell it's going to be a sack. 4th and 16, 17-10, and now it's 24-10. Now it's where, okay, we're going to have to start throwing the football every play. Every play, we're going to have to start throwing the football. 94 yards. That's just not even true. Those are lied stats. Play action pass. Daigle looking, throwing, sees somebody open. It's Mark, but there's a flag. Illegal man downfield. That was Mark's first ever target. And that's what happens. Feels like me last week. Not me. Look at this. Like, you don't have to throw this every single time. Luckily, he got back to where he was. But like I said, you don't have to throw it every... Hey! Oh, my God. Why would you do that? I'm not going to make this a hate Mitchell session, but, man, we have to know better than to do that. We have to know better than throw that flat route with that guy that close. 3rd and 15. You've got to think we need this more than anything. Daigle running. It's going to be sacked. We needed it more than anything, and now it's 31-10, and we're cooked. 31-10, 4th quarter, 8 minutes, 53 seconds. At this point, we just got to throw what we got to throw. Mitchell Daigle running. He's going to get 10 yards. He's going to get 15 yards and slide. 21 points down with 8 minutes left. It looks like a sack! Fumble! Oh, but Mitchell gets it. Okay. Woo. Looking better than Cam out there. Anyway, 2nd and 21. Trying to stay in the pocket. Throws. He's going to be caught by Bigby, I think. Yep, but it doesn't matter because it was like 2 yards. And then Daigle, 3rd and 17. Throwing it up with a hill. Oh, my God. That's just terrible. What are we praying for? Why are we throwing up prayers like that? Taylor Britt, what are we doing? What kind of throw was that? I get it. It's 3rd and 17. You got to just throw something. That wasn't even a 1st down. And we're just lofting it up. Mark, I'm sorry. Mark, you got to play better defense. I'm going to be real. Golly, that was just a terrible throw and terrible idea from Mitchell Daigle for the interception. Joe Burrow will now be going on there. Hey, we get an interception. It's a little too late for that, though, but we get an interception. 4 minutes, 56 seconds left. Let's just see what we can do here. Daigle gets fumble. All right, we're cooked. It's over. It's over. Trey Hendrickson with the fumble recovery. It's over. 38-10. Why am I even still watching? A minute left in the game. Ethan Bigbie gets a catch for 4 yards. It's 10 rushes for 38 yards. Not necessarily the best game, averaging 3.8 yards per carry. With 38 seconds left right here, giving it to Mills on a fullback dive. Mills gets his stats in the running game, boosted up a little bit. And then a final run by Ethan Bigbie will just make the stats look way better. Now the stats look way better. 11 rushes. Okay, now that's a running back number one. That's a running back number one. Final score, 38-10 in what looks like an abysmal game from Daigle. I think I'm gonna be real. Daigle's gonna have to take a majority responsibility for this. A lot of bad things. A lot of things didn't go their way. Run game wasn't there early, but passing game wasn't there at all. Coming off of a bye week, you have to have a better strategy than that. And to come off a bye week and to put this up, 38-10 blowout, should say a lot about your team. I think that it's got to be no day off in practice this week. It's hard reps. First week better be a stamina week. Everyone's got to run. Because that's an embarrassing game from almost everybody involved. Daigle, looking at his stats, 18 for 24, 122 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. That's weird. Less attempts than last game, but more yards. 11 for 53. Good work from Ethan Bigbie running the football. Mitchell also ran pretty good, 4 for 37, and then Mills got 2 attempts in there as well. And then Fitzgerald, 4 for 42. He was the highest guy, but with 42 yards, we don't want to be the highest guy. Pat Tyler, 3 for 30. Nick Mills, 4 for 21. No catches for Mark Luther this week. That's something you have to definitely look at and wonder why Daigle isn't getting him involved in the game this week. But we'll have to think about that another time. And then here we go. Monday Night Football. The Bears take on the Washington Commanders. In last year's Hail Mary game, the Bears are going to be looking to get some vengeance. And I'm not going to lie, I have them winning this game. I do have it winning this game. I mean, the Green Bay Packers beat the Washington Commanders. So there's no doubt in my mind that the Bears, who look like a better team right now, can beat the Commanders in, I don't even know, it's called Northwest Stadium now? Northwest Stadium, yeah, Northwest Stadium. Here we go. Let's start this game off right. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, the Chicago Bears will start with the football. Throwing a quick pass is Gilchrist to McKell. That's going to go nowhere. But again, it's about setting the tone early. Gilchrist looking. What is he going to do? Throwing a flat route. I don't like any of those ever. That was James McCaskey, and he is the best receiving threat, but I don't like those at all. That was 4th down. I realized that. Punting the ball off was the Bears, and they got it punted right back to them at the 36. Long drop back by Gill. He's going to have to run with the football. He's going to not. He's not going to have enough. Daron Payne? You could not run Daron Payne? Are you serious? And then we got a screenplay. It is Ahmad. Where's your screen vision? Let the guys go ahead of you. It would be so much easier. And that was another 3rd down. And then here we go. Game's finally on. Commanders score right before the end of the first quarter. And now it's like, it's game time. Gilchrist looking, throwing something intermediate. It's not going to work. I think that's actually considered deep, but Chris Diaz was not able to catch it. And then right there, boom, it is a catch on that side by, I want to say it was James McCaskey. 3rd and 4. Gilchrist throwing it. It's a quick throw to Ahmad Montague. He will pick up the 1st down. And this is what we need. We need a good drive like this. Ahmad getting the run. He'll go 3 yards. But we need a good, consistent drive that just shows that we have what it takes. And right here, Chris Diaz getting a catch and in what I would consider definitely smack territory. I'm surprised he didn't get absolutely rocked on that play. 1st and 10, start of the second quarter. Here we go. Gilchrist throwing. It's going to be caught. And you already know by who. It's my wide receiver 1 in the JPDL, James Ball. I love when I see Boston Baller Brand get targets. Here we go. Looking at it. It's a play action rollout to James McCaskey, who again, like I say, is that guy who we consider the first option on this team in terms of getting catches and receptions right here. What was that? Come on, head on a swivel, boys. 3rd and 5. Gilchrist, he's going to run with the football. He's going to get the first and slide for 8 yards on the play is Gilchrist. And he's getting his team hype on Monday Night Football. Here we go. Finding Ahmad. He's going to cut to the left and go nowhere. Maybe gets 1 yard. He does get a yard. 2nd and 9. We're looking. Dropping back is Gilchrist throwing. Caught by McKell. McKell will get to the 1st and get some more yards. Like you say, Mikel might be my most entertaining player. And then finally, Gilchrist throwing, Chris! And he's going to get stopped at the 1 yard line. Come on, Chris. You need to extend your hand way more than that. Ahmad gets stopped on 2nd and goal, making it now 3rd and goal. And then there's a flag on the play. This is what I'm talking about. Undisciplined team. Undisciplined team. Didn't know the snap count. It was a false start. And 3rd and goal from the 10-yard line. Gilchrist looking, throwing. It is caught by James Ball, but it's not going to go anywhere. And we're going to have to take 3. The Chicago Bears are going to have to take 3. I know you guys keep hearing we. Just because, when you're narrating, you kind of just get into that mindset that, you are the team that you're narrating for. Here we go. After Commanders get 3 points on their drive, Ahmad Montague runs for 6. Gilchrist, is this going to be a play action? It will be a quick throw. It is caught by James Ball. That's my guy. Let's get James Ball involved in the offense. I'm telling you, if James Ball can be unlocked, this offense is literally unstoppable. Literally. And here, James Ball again. He's going to take the corner, the 30, the 25. Shake him. Get him off, you guy. Man, this is what I like to see. 10-3. Let's tie it up. 2nd quarter, 1:40 seconds left. I think we're going to probably run the ball here, are we? We are going to run the ball here. Ahmad Montague is not going to go anywhere, though, with it. 5 rushes, 5 yards. Not a good game for him in the run game. And then right there, we're going to see James McCaskey grabbing onto it. 3rd and 5. 35 seconds left. The clock is moving. Let's hurry up and snap the ball. We do snap it. We see James Ball! Touchdown! It's a tie ball game in Northwest. James Ball getting it done. His back-to-back touchdowns. I know he had a touchdown last game in the overtime, and now he has the first touchdown of the game for the Chicago Bears in an open throw. Mikey Seymour still could not keep up with James. But Washington coming out of halftime, they do get 3 points on the board, making it now 13-10, and that's a good catch from Mikel. Good catch from Mikel. It always comes when you least expect it, but most need it. Here we go. Gilchrist, 1st and 10. Just a small drop back, throwing it. It is caught by James McCaskey. He will get to the 40, and I don't know James's stats right now, but I know he has at least 5 to 6 catches. That's what I do know. Ahmad Montague running with the football, has some space to the outside. He's going to break it. He's going to get maybe 16 on the play. 6 rushes, 23 yards, making it look a lot better than it did before. And then a read option by Gilchrist. There's no one there. He's going to take it to the end zone for 6. Gil, dance on him. Oh my goodness. This is the Gilchrist I thought we were going to get when I said he was arguably the number 1 pick in the JPDL at quarterback. And this is what we need to see from him. Having a way better game than Mitchell Daigle did, if I'm being honest. And we got to start thinking, why can't Mitchell be in this kind of mindset? Why can't he be in this mindset on a week-to-week basis? Why is he on a podcast laughing and joking like his team's not, I'm going to stop. Anyway, Ahmad Montague running with the football. Hey, man, he picks up the first down. 17-13, 4th quarter. 1 touchdown basically seals this game. It basically does. 2nd and 12. Ahmad Montague with a long motion play. Finally, I think they're going to start to... Yes, finally, they're going to hike the ball, giving it to Chris. All that for Chris to go 10 yards. 12 yards. We'll take it, though. 17-13 is the score. Ahmad Montague is going to get stuffed behind the line for 3 yards. 10 rushes. He's averaging 3.2. 10 rushes, 32 yards on the game. 2nd and 13. Gilchrist with a drop back. It's going to go nowhere, throwing it to Mikel. And then 3rd and 11. You got to think, this is... Gotta have it! It's James McCaskey. Oh my God, 47. He's doing everything you need. The microwave is getting it done. What kind of catch? What kind of catch was that? You should never look like this. This is football, bro. We're playing football. You should never look like you're dolphin diving. But he did, and he got it done. Mikel gets a run play, and he goes for 9-10 yards on that. 5 minutes, 38 seconds. You got to think all that the Chicago Bears are trying to do is drain this clock and win the ball game. As they read option, Gilchrist gets hit by 4 people for 4 yards. That looked like a lot more than 4 yards. 5 minutes left on the clock. It's going to be another run play. Ahmad somehow breaks the first tackle. Only gets 3 yards on that play. 3rd and 3. I want to say you got to pick this up. Oh my, James McCaskey. McCaskey is cooking. And then Ahmad Montague, he runs. He's going to pick up at least 6 yards on that play. We are moving as a offense as the Chicago Bears. As I say that, Gilchrist gets cracked. Gilchrist gets absolutely cracked. Not the read you want to make on that play. And then on 3rd and 8, we want a touchdown. We're going to go to Mikel. And it's not going to work. It's not going to work. We're going to have to field goal kick this. And, just pray that Washington doesn't come back with nothing of their own. And we finally get to see Jaden Daniels, my guy JD5 in real life. What will he do? That was terrible. 2nd and 11. We're going to act like that play never happened. 2nd and 11. We got to think Jaden Daniels. This is 4 down territory. If you are the Washington Commanders running, he throws it away. He would never do that in real life. And then 3rd and 11. Jaden. Oh my God. Are we for real about to punt this ball? Oh my God, the Commanders punted it. The Commanders actually punted the football. I mean, it makes sense. You just got to stop them now. You got to rely on your defense to stop them at all costs. And look at this. Gilchrist tied with Lamar Jackson in rushing touchdowns this year. I mean, let's not trip. I think Mitchell Daigle has 2 of his own, so let's not be crazy right here. What was that? Oh my God, did you not see that? What AI? What are we doing? Look at this. AI, who is that in the middle? It just didn't move. That's Gilchrist's guy. Oh my Lord. Yeah, this is asterisk on this game now too. There's asterisks on Chicago Bears games. That should have been stopped for like 2-3 yards. Gil would have definitely slid for 2-3 yards. And now it looks like they're in field goal range to basically end this ball game. 20-13, 3rd and 7. Gilchrist looking, he has a lot of room. He's going to run with it. And that's the ball game. That's got to be it. That's got to be it. Let's just run the ball. Why are we throwing right now? Why even put the Chicago Bears in a position to where, this could happen? They could miss this field goal right now and end the game. And there's a chance for the Commanders. But, it's not going to happen. So there we go. End of the game, basically. It's 23-13. Commanders have 1 timeout. So who cares? It's the end of the game, like I said. Bears go to 4-1 on the season. Great start by the Chicago Bears under Healy. What he's doing for this team is far beyond anything that the Bears have done in recent memory. And Gilchrist, you got to say, has a lot to do with that. Really getting into his stride this game and last game. Stride. Look at this, Gilchrist. 22 for 29, 207 and a touchdown. Great stats. Pretty decent stats across the board. We look at the running game. He also had 85 rush yards and 1 rushing touchdown. Ahmad didn't have a great game, 15 for 35, that's 2.3. But Mikel with 1 for 10. Give Mikel some more rushes. And then James Ball. What can I say more from James Ball? 6 for 83 and a touchdown. This is what I believed he could be. And James McCaskey, 6 for... Feed the Jameses. The Jameses will win you this team. And then Chris every now and then can get a couple catches. That's what we need. And then Mikel, obviously. But that's what we need. This is the way to go with the offense. The Jameses need to be involved in the offense heavy if you want to win as a Chicago Bears team. And then looking at next week, they will play the 0-6 New Orleans Saints. I have the Bears winning that easily. And then Packers in a must-win game against the Cardinals. I think Daigle learns from his mistakes. He gets it done. Probably throws 3 touchdowns if I'm being honest. And look at the standings. 2-3 are the Green Bay Packers. 4-1 are the Bears. It's just night and day. Gilchrist is by far winning this matchup. Like now it's by far. I thought there could have been a case where Mitchell was a little bit, you could make it. No, you can't. Not anymore. And then again, the same way, the other way, I think Ethan Bigbie is kind of definitely running away with this. And for that reason, I would say it's pretty clear right now. Ahmad just needs to, get back in the room. And then this is close. I'm giving it to Chris because Chris has way more catches and you can just feel his presence way more than you can feel Fitzgerald's presence. But, this isn't even close. James Ball's killing Mark. And you got to think that an emphasis next week will be getting Mark the football after an abysmal year for him to start. And Patrick getting more yards, but it's clearly the most impressive player of this franchise has been James McCaskey, going at pick number like 2nd round pick, I think 2nd round first. Got to give him credit. Mikel, he's going crazy. Mills getting some touchdowns on the board for the hometown kid. I love what I'm seeing from everybody on this field. And then giving you the dynasty rankings, they are switched now. I did put Mitchell in tier 2 and put James McCaskey in his place at tier 1. I think James definitely proved without a doubt that he is a tier 1 dynasty asset, someone who can definitely start your franchise with. Ethan Bigbie's up there. I got a mod down and I added James Ball to be higher up on that list. Chris stays in right around the same spot. I moved Mikel up. I went down to 1 spot. But really all the Green Bay Packers are down there is just because the lackluster offense from Mitchell Daigle. I think if Mitchell Daigle goes up, so does a lot of those players in the dynasty rankings. But it's clear to me and obvious that Mills at least has flex consideration. Mark Luther, no one should be starting him in fantasy football until the foreseeable future. But that is the rankings, and that's the game.